Greetings, Earthlings! My name is Zero Jake and welcome back to Space Engineers. And we are on Mars, because today I have started a new series, the server play series. I'll think of a much more interesting name for that later. But yeah, so because I was planning this for a while and my friends kept yelling at me because it hadn't happened yet, I decided to get a dedicated server up and running. Which I have, huzzah, and this is what we have now. If I should have modded blocks here, but it doesn't seem that happened. I'm going to have to investigate that. So we've currently got only vanilla stuff with us. I'll make sure that we have modded blocks later. Our first objective, if we want to go up here. We started on the Mars planet. There are the other planets somewhere, if I can find them. I'll probably look outside later. We need some solar panels for renewable power. We need to construct a suitable base. We need to build additional refineries and assemblers. And then, have combat craft. We also need to locate a source of ice and more ores, basically. That is essentially what we're doing. Now, our current location is here. If we want to have a look at where we are, far away from any ice, because over here's ice. This stuff is ice, by the way. Ice, lovely. So we could fly from here over to where the ice is on that mountain, but we might be able to find some somewhere else, I believe. If I slow down for a second. I can't seem to find any ore deposits. I know there's one here. Yeah, there's an ore deposit here, full of something. That's an ore deposit. That's a surface ore deposit. So those lumps in the ground, that's what they're supposed to be. Yeah, so let's get started. So first things first, we need to get some solar panels. Get the solars up and running. In order to do that, we need some steel plate to begin with. In this cargo container, we have enough for 6. I started gliding for some reason. Yeah, not worrying in the slightest. Yeah, so let's get about, I don't know, 40 of you. That should be enough, right? Yeah. Okay, so we have our components, and now we've got to decide where to place them. We have 2 options right now. We can either outfit this ship to move around properly by putting solar panels and batteries on it, so that we can move it around without using too much fuel, becomes more fuel efficient. I believe we've got sunrise. Yes, that would be good, because the sun just set as we landed. I really wouldn't want to stay here forever to wait for sunrise, though I could just leave and come back in about 2 hours. No, an hour. Hour and a half, maybe. This is a temporary ship, so once I leave the game or spawn in a new one, it will be destroyed. So that is a concern. We can go under here, can't we? Yes. One thing I want to check is if I go... Well, no. Do we have a battery on here? Because if we do, that's good. Yeah, we do. This one. It is currently being drained. Yes. It's currently got stored maximum. Right. It says 4. It says 3 out of 4. Interesting. We've got oxygen tank. Yay. Actually, yeah, let's go get oxygen tanks, oxygen bottles, and hydrogen bottles first. Before we go and throw ourselves to the winds of the galaxy. Yeah. So we're going to outfit this ship to do what we need. First of all, something to note is we have thruster damage, so I don't want to place it in any location that would cause it harm, because usually you don't want to do that. Let's get rid of you. Let's place you here. Okay, we're going to place you here, and then we're going to place your associate on the other side. What this will allow us to do is, in effect, have them, well, be able to point in the direction of the sun and then get some power. We'll do the same for the other side as well, and that should give us a total of 4 solar panels. giving us enough materials to build 2 more if we need it. Yeah, first of all, let's turn that stupid converty rotor thing off, because that's going to be annoying. Right, and let's throw you down as well. I don't care if it's even. I will later when I'm editing this, but right now, do not give a damn. So what we need to do is we need to build all of these up, as per usual. The most troubling component will be the solar cells. Right, so we need 4 large steel tube, 8 computers, and then all the solar cells in the universe. I think that's doable. In here, we want, not those, we want 8 computers, 4 of you, and then solars, all of them. Right, and then we're just going to sit here and weld. Because apparently we can sit here in open space and weld things. Because everything makes sense. Apart from the fact that I'm not welding anything. Yeah, probably the server being a bit weird. There are going to be some weird interactions because the game is not being hosted on this computer. It's being hosted somewhere in London. So weird things may happen. However, this does mean that calculations are less likely going to kill my computer anytime soon. Let's fly over here, do the same. I really need to get an upgraded welder. It's killing me at this point. Really killing me. Right, that's another solar cell. And then we just need 2 more. This should be giving us enough power, by the way, in order to power everything inside. If it isn't, then we may have somewhat of a problem. How much power, if we go fly over... There's usually a control panel that I can activate, but it seems not. I want to check how much power we are currently getting from the solar cells. Solar panel... we're getting 40 kilowatts from both of them. That's good. I don't know. What do you think, Mr. Potato Head? Anyway, we want over here, right? Well, we do now. I didn't weld you up properly. Yeah, so we'll be back in a second once all of the solar panels are operational. Okay, so we have a lovely ship. It has power. We are currently not using any of our generators because obviously that's useful. We're going to do a quick thruster test. Yeah, we can last 25 minutes on current power. Here's an interesting thing. Here's something that we want to look. We want to have a look at atmospheric thruster, the proper ones. At Mo, large atmospheric thruster, 16 megawatts input. Yeah, that's going to be a bit hard to power, not sustainably anyway. What about our reactor? Our reactor outputs 15. Okay. We currently have 0.3 uranium in there. Right. It's going to be a bit tricky, but we're going to get this sorted. Let's unpark. We're going to head... No, park. Because I want to make sure I know where we're heading. We want to head... Oh yeah, of course, no creative mode, no spectator. I was using spectator earlier, so yeah. Okay, so these dark splodges on the ground are where resources are, okay? Underneath them, resources, cool beans. Do we have an ore detector on here? That we do. It will detect at 150 meters. So what we're going to do is we're going to fly over there. We're going to fly over to different splodges and find some uranium. Once we find uranium, throw it in a refinery, get some uranium so that we can keep doing things. And then we shall head off to Iceland. Not Iceland on Earth, but Iceland over at the pole. We probably won't have our base there because it's a bit obvious, noting that there are going to be people on the server later when I tell them that it exists. But that's fine for now. So what we're going to do is unpark, go up a bit, and shimmy over to the side. And we can do about an hour of this stuff, except for the fact that our battery is dead, I believe. I think I need some more readouts for that. Yeah, but once we get within 150 meters, we should be able to see everything. Okay? Okay, that's silver. What we need is we need a rover that does this. But we can think about that later. We want to slow down a bit, please. Slow down. Right. Let's continue doing this. We want to level out with the horizon. We want to keep going. I'm going to find out what this splodge is. Now, it's likely that the uranium splodge is going to be small, so looking at these larger ones may be a bit of a waste of time. Or it might not. Who knows? That's silicon. That's magnesium. Ooh. So we can have multiple in these things. Okay. That's interesting to know. We've got uranium. That's useful. So all we need to do is just move over a bit so that we can identify where the uranium is. And then we're going to settle down in this not splodge area. I like how I'm using splodge as a proper term these days. We're going to land here. And we're going to build something. Now, if I have to leave, or more likely, I'm probably going to have to leave after recording this, I'm going to build a base on where I'm just going to put a resource cache, because we're not far away from the drop site. So if this atmospheric lander disappears, I can just kill myself, respawn in another one, and then just disregard it completely. That's how we're going to work here. So let's land. Okay, we're landed. We no longer need that, but we can keep that on just in case, and we can get out. We're kind of an odd angle, but what do you expect? Now, we should... Do we have an antenna? Yes, we do. Do we have an ore detector on that antenna? No. Yes. I'm not broadcasting. We are now. I can't connect to this guy. Why not? Because you've got an antenna. Hang on. We may need to do this. Give me a second. Transfer. No. You're me. No. We need to go here. You are broadcasting. Off, on. Why can't I... Not available. Maybe it's because it's a thing. Well, that's going to be annoying. Yeah, really annoying. Because now we can't... Oh well, I guess I'm going to have to be mining blindly again. Woohoo. Here I go. Mining blindly. Now, the only hope is that I don't fall out of the world, because that's not going to be productive to anything, is it? Right, we're just making our way down. I mean, the tunnel we've made is a bit, you know, whack, but you really expect too much of me. Okay, we should be close. Down there. That is, unless I've been drilling up this. I just need to check what this is. Just stone. Okay. Well, we're going to need that anyway for building more reactors. So let's keep going. Right. Okay, we've got some uranium. Oh, yeah. This is what we're talking about. So we have some uranium ore. This means that we can live, well, that we can have power for longer. Now, what I really want is these damn stones to go about their business normally and stop intruding. I could use them as ammunition for a catapult, but then again, we all know that rotors don't work. Or at least they do, it's just that Clang decides that they work a different way. That being, it kills you. Yeah, so I've got about 1k of stone, 1k of uranium ore. We're going to keep mining. In our little, you know, uranium mine. Good. That I'm gonna take all this so that we don't have more loose objects. Probably gonna store them somewhere because we can still use them as ammunition for armored torpedoes. Yeah, so we're gonna go up here. Look at the little tunnel I've created. I'm like a ant. Good thing we have no indigenous life forms here, because that would be painful beyond any degrees of sanity. Yeah, so we're going to go up here. Hope to God that we have... Yes, we do. And then throw in here, and you're going to create uranium for us. And then that's going to go into the reactor. The reactor. And hey, presto, we have power. Or rather, more power. We still have to find some ice, though, and we're going to work on that in the next episode. Until then, my name has been Zero Jake. End transmission.